Hi everyone, so we are headed back to Laurel Run Park for, I lost count how many times we've been. This is going to be our last attempt to find the correct waterfall and the correct cave. Now that I have additional information from Fred Hill that describes, I think the area I want to go is described better by Fred's most recent information. I'll show you the map here. Laurel Run Park, the entrance, you hike from the entrance in all the way to Laurel Falls, and then there's the switchback over here. And then from the switchback, my wife wanted to, originally, if you watched the video with my wife and I, she wanted to go south along the stream that heads in that direction. And I thought Kiner Creek Falls was the correct waterfall. So we ended up, I had us go in that direction, following the stream straight from the switchback to where Kiner Creek Falls is. And of course, didn't find anything. I went back later and continued on beyond the waterfall in the same, just continuing along the creek, and didn't find any trash pile that Fred had described either. After my last conversation with Fred, he explained that the cemetery, that eventually the creek would come out at the cemetery called at Dunkard Church, which is, I believe, Bowser Cemetery or something like that. And when I look on the Google Maps, I can see that Kiner Creek doesn't go anywhere near that cemetery. It's actually Lager Falls, the stream that goes down to Lager Falls. And then if you pass Lager Falls and follow that stream, you'll eventually go in the direction of the cemetery Fred was talking about. So I think we were going on a completely wrong stream. We're going to go back, go down to Lager Falls, and if we have to, walk past Lager Falls to try to find this cave that I believe, if it's there, then that's the correct creek, and Lager Falls is the correct waterfall. I'll show you Laurel Run Park map here, and on this map you can see from Laurel Falls, Kiner Creek is off to the right, so that's clearly the wrong direction. And the waterfall down the stream I'm talking about down south, as you can see here, is Lager Falls. And Lager Falls, again, if we continue on past that creek, it'll take us all the way down to Dunkard Church and the cemetery, which is where Fred explained the stream was supposed to come out of. So I think Fred might have been confused as well, because I asked him to confirm that it was Kiner Falls, and he said yes. I think possibly he was confused, that he just knew there was a waterfall in that vicinity. So we're going to go today to Laurel Run. We're going to go back to the switchback after Laurel Run Falls, and then we're going to go south along that stream and follow the stream all the way to Lager Falls, and then search that whole area for the cave. Hopefully we finally find this mythical cave that's supposed to be out there somewhere, and see what's in it, if anything. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with finding this cave, but there's so many stories around it, about Roy Cotton Simpson, and so many the whole legend around what happened to him there. So we need to get out there. I just want to find this cave so that we can prove at least the cave exists. Even if there's nothing in it, we'll poke around to see if there's any kind of evidence or anything at all that might help figure out what's going on. And of course, I'm going to take Jen with us. So if there's anything strange in the area, she might pick up on it, anything that happened in the area. So we're going to do that today, and then we'll see what we find. All right, everyone, we've finally have a sunny day. It is a Friday, which means I only have the afternoons off. And that park, Laurel Run Park, this time of year, you have a very small window in the afternoon. They close that place at 4 o'clock, which it's just not enough time, because it takes 30 minutes to 40 minutes to get down there from here, and just before 1. So it would take 30 minutes to 40 minutes to get there, and we'd have a really small window to do anything. So we're gonna have to do the other end, and I don't know that end, the Dunkard Church and the cemetery over there. I don't know how the neighborhood is. I don't know how safe it is. I always prefer going in the Laurel Run side, but we're gonna go to the church, park in that parking lot where Roy Cotton Simpson supposedly was parked for a couple days there, and it's supposed to be closer to that end anyway. According to Fred from the trash pile, if we can find that, it's only 600 to 1,000 feet to the cave, so maybe it'll be faster, and maybe we can check out some other places this afternoon. But that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go to that church, see if we could find a trail or some way to get to the creek, and see what we see out there. So let's get going. All right, so this is Dunkard Church. This is where supposedly Cotton was parked at this church. That road that goes, I thought the road that goes to the corner of the cemetery doesn't. It's private property, so it must go to a house or on the backside. We're gonna explore the corner of the cemetery where supposedly the creek is. We can see through the woods, so, but as you can see, there's a gate all the way around it. So if there is a creek down there, we're gonna have to figure out how to get to it. There's icy property all throughout here, so hopefully the creek is down there and we can get to it without crossing property. But we're gonna take a look. Yeah, it's a very old cemetery. Oh, out in the middle of the woods you find.
Yeah.
But yeah, this isn't that far out.
Like the stones are so weathered.
Yep, old style, little stones. Oh, all the way over there too. Those are all just old. This is a very old cemetery.
We've been to a lot of cemeteries lately.
You getting tired of cemeteries?
No, I don't mind cemeteries. The
All
people
right.
here are much nicer than in real life.
Yes. All private property. I think that's...
So that road goes around here and down there. But that's not private property there. Well, it is, but
to get around it, it is. But I think if we take the not the church road, but the main road.
So what? Oh, that's just a driveway, I guess. Huh.
I'll have to look at the map and see where the creek is in relation to where we are right now.
I don't see a creek.
I don't see a
from
creek
here.
either. Yeah, I thought it was right near. But it could be down the ravine over there,
True.
which that road probably goes to. So let's take a look at the map. One thing that bugs me is, once again, something that Fred told me very specifically was that you could pick up the trail to the creek, up the creek right from the corner of the cemetery. You can see here,
Yeah.
every corner of the cemetery is a backyard or a road.
It is.
There's...
So, Roy Cotton Simpson, do you think these are his family? Is this his family?
Well, there are Simpsons, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are Simpsons. Don't know if they're direct Probably.
You think that's why he came here?
I don't know.
Interesting.
There is a Roy Simpson right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's his though. There's no years on it.
Oh no. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I think his father had the same name. He could be in the cemetery. I actually don't know. I didn't try to find out. If you see a February 2023, it's his.
I found Roy Simpson's grave.
Yeah, I know. So the cemetery is where we are right there, the blue dot.
Yeah.
And the creek, you see the black line right there?
Yep.
That's the creek we need to get to, and you can see Bays Mountain Road crosses the creek.
Okay, so if we go that way.
If we can find a place to park along that creek, which I think there is, then we can hike right up. And it's supposed to be, there's Laurel Run Falls, which is right up there.
Yeah.
Logger Falls is right down here somewhere.
Okay.
So we're not far at all.
Yeah.
Let's go down Bays Mountain Road to the creek.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. You feel it? He did park here.
I know, but I feel like he might have come here because he was feeling guilt or something like that, because he might have been talking to his family members here.
Oh, here at the cemetery?
Yeah. I think that it's an important thing that he came here, because it looks like his family members are buried here.
That's a good point.
I mean, it'd be kind of a coincidence. He came here and parked for 2 days just for us.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's 2 days straight or just 2 days in a row. So you could be right, he could have been visiting.
Yeah.
All right, down the road. Hey everyone, so it's finally a sunny but windy day on the weekend. We're taking advantage of it. We're getting back to Laurel Run. We did not get into the back end. Couldn't find parking, couldn't find any non-private property access up the backside, which we thought would be quicker from Dunkard Church, that area. Just not there. There's no way to get in. So today we're getting over there. We're gonna go in while the park is open. We have we have about 4 hours once we get there. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna hike into Laurel Run, go down toward Logger Falls, and hopefully find the cave finally once and for all. We're gonna get started here, but before we do that, Jen did do a quick reading. I told her this location because I need her reading to be focused on finding the cave, finding evidence or something in the area. So here is her reading for today. There is truth in the light. See the high strength in your wanderings. Set aside feeling and emotion today to uncover things within. There is a high ledge leading to a hole. Trust your intuition. There are things to be found in dark places. See the light on the other side. It is calling you to take a look. No one knows the true reason behind the sun but you. It's time to listen and feel the light within. There are stars in your eyes and light in your soul. Take the path less traveled and marvel at the wonders within. That's today's. I'm not going to talk any longer. We got to get going, so let's go. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. We're thinking of starting a movie, or of creating a movie called Back to Laurel Run. So we've been here so many times. Today, hopefully, is the last and final hike, and I think if we're successful, I'm not coming here for like another year.
At least. It's become a second home.
This has become a second home. So we are headed, as I explained in my last 1 hour review of the Laurel Run investigation, we are finally headed to Logger Falls today. And at Logger Falls, several things we need to do. Search above the falls, around the falls for any sign of a cave or a hole. And if nothing is there, we need to go further down the creek and find, as far as the hike down all the way to the trash pile, that supposedly is down there closer to the church end. But hopefully before we find it, we find the actual cave along the trail.
Plan.
The trash pile means we've gone too far, according to Fred.
Notice how I laugh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, you don't trust Fred?
I don't know.
No comment is a
No
fine
comment.
answer. Okay. All right, so probably not going to record much until we get to actual Laurel Falls, where we have to turn off to the right on the creek that Jen actually originally wanted to go down. And I didn't listen to her. We went to Kiner Falls instead. Today we're doing the creek that Jen wanted to do to begin with.
You guys keep telling him, listen to me. He doesn't get it.
I'm starting more.
Uh-huh.
So this is Laurel Falls at high water. It's been raining for about 2 days. So I've never seen it like this. It's amazing. Anyway, we're not here for sightseeing. We're here to find Laurel Falls. So pretty soon there's going to be that turn where you wanted to go right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually ice.
Let's see what happens.
There's actually ice.
Oh, wow.
So this is the second waterfall. This is where the branch is. That's Kiner Creek Falls, Kiner Creek. And that is, I forgot the name of that creek, but that goes to Laurel Falls. But I saw a trail that goes up on the other side, or we could try the way that we went last time when you wanted to go to the rock. Is that your duh face?
Kinda.
Why, does it look easier to you?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
Did it.
Alrighty. I still say the other side looks better. I mean, do you want to walk those rocks or do you want to walk on the land?
Where is this path?
Who's done now? So we can't.
Where is the path?
Well, we can cross down there. The water's high today, so that might be the best. Or we can walk across this water, shallow water.
And that way's better because...
That way? Because it looks like people cross there. Let's just cross here. This sand and like really shallow. See over there?
No, I mean like the path.
Oh, because there's actual land to walk on. Over here it's just dirt. I mean, here it's just rocks. So this is gonna suck crossing either way. I don't want to cross here. Yeah, let's go back and cross where I think people will go. Yeah, there's no easy way to do this, but look how high the water is. See the trail? Right up there. So the issue is the water's super high today, and normally we would have had like a towel and literally take off our shoes. I didn't plan for it today, forgot that it had rained for 2 days, so we may have to get wet again. Let's go a little further down here, see if there's an easier crossing. Yeah, it's only like one. All right, we made it across behind Laurel Falls. And we're just gonna walk up to the next waterfall and the branch and head right on the creek. This is a little bit of bushwhacking, but it's not too bad. I can't believe the water was so high today. It's amazing. I've never seen it like this.
Why there aren't more trees down here?
Yeah, I know. It was windy. It should open up once we get to the trail up ahead. FYI, my little wife, basically plowed through it, broke every single branch. Her new nickname is the Tank. Am I right or am I right?
As long as you don't mean my body type. That's fine.
It's okay to be strong.
Yeah.
All right, follow the stream now under the trees. It's still bushwhacking though, but as long as there's no more blown down trees, we're good. After the winds though, I don't know. Whew. Opening. There's like no trail really along this. It opens up a little bit over here.
What did you say about it not being a workout? You were wrong though.
So I think it's too early for there to be a cave because we just left the branch in the creek, but still keep your eyes open because it goes way up there too. So, but should be around the waterfall, wherever that is.
I'm trusting you.
Oh, there's definitely one down here. This is half a mile of total suckage. Like, this is thick. No simple way through. I bet the easier way is from private property on the other end.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. So we have no choice but to bust through here.
These branches are not.
They're not going to be fun. But it opens up high, so the branches, if we climb over, I think are fine. See over there's an opening. It's just like walking through a jungle.
At least it's not raining.
Yes. All right,
Rainforest.
camera away again, and let's get going. I should have stayed on the other side and listened to my wife.
Show them the difference. From this side.
This is this side. And this is the other side. It almost looks like a trail. So we're gonna cross this raging stream again. Very carefully. These rocks can get really slippery. It looks, you know, it's just a stream, but it gets deep in places, and then you get wet, and it's cold, and that's not a good combination. So we're gonna be careful across this stream and continue on. That's amazing up there. That's amazing. Get those mini caves. Not actual caves, but they're pretty cool, big blocks. Look at that. No, me either. It's not a cave. It doesn't go any further. Still cool though. Gotta get to the waterfall. Hey, we found the waterfall, Jen.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. Holy shit. Wow. Jen, there's a barrel. Yeah, this place is crazy. There's so many spots. There's a cave, see up above that dark hole? There's also a barrel right there behind the trees. It's rusted out. And then way up there, there's a dark opening. Holy crap. It's gonna take a while to explore this. Holy shit, we have a lot to do. What time is it? That's okay. We have 1 hour. We can get out of here in 1 hour. We've got to check that hole up there. So right up there, if there's a safe way for us to get up. Actually, I have an extension pole.
Oh, there you go.
I could sync it with my camera, so I could sync it with my phone so I could see what's on the GoPro
That works.
live. So we'll look inside that hole with a light. We'll check that barrel. And if we have to, we're gonna have to go climb up there.
And then see that yellow.
Okay. Strange. There's right there. Your reading literally said walk along the ledge
Yeah, it's
and look inside. That is crazy. It's a whole ledge all the way around there. We could probably peek inside with a light, or I can use my pole. It's closed in. Just cobwebs. Whole lot of nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing in there.
You don't want to get tetanus.
I've been searching in the dark, trusting every clue I found, but the truth has not been told. There's every corner of these woods is hollow. I can't see in the dark. Where are you? Sometimes light is breaking through, but my blinded eyes can't reveal an illusion. I can't trust it being real, so I keep on wondering until I feel that you're right.
Best I could do. No easy way. Careful. Ooh, you're badass. Oh boy. That is pretty up there. Oh wow, look up there. All of those. Do you realize? Because searching all those cliffs would be like a whole weekend.
Yeah.
It'd be like 2 days straight.
You have to camp out. Can you camp out here?
We'd have to come back. Well, stealth camping, I suppose. But those cliffs go from there. Actually, he said, if you hit the trash pile, you've gone too far.
Right.
So the cave could be between the waterfall and the trash pile. And it's already 2:30. The stupid part closes at 4.
Doesn't make any sense.
Who stops hiking at 4 o'clock?
Not us.
This is so frustrating.
I think I'm
It could be right there, but we wouldn't even have time to search it.
No. Hard. Just got on my face.
I'm gonna just, if other people want to come and look for a cave between Lager Falls and the trash pile, I'm saying let's community source it.
Yeah.
Like,
But be ready to do some bushwhacking. It's not easy to get over here.
there are cliffs from Lager Falls all the way to where supposedly there's a trash pile. If you're local and you want to look for the cave, please do it. And then if you find it, please let us know. Like, email me and let me know where you found it, what was in it. Take pictures. If you find anything, report it to TBI or whatever. But
I wish we had a few more hours here.
we could walk at least down there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna head back home. I think we're gonna go ahead and show everyone where this is, how to get here, and have everyone search. Like, everyone look through the caves in this stretch.
Not for the faint of heart.
It's tough hiking. And to get up to the cave areas, you've got to climb this hill. You see how steep the beautiful cliffs though, holy cow. All along, and they go all the way down there, and they go all the way down there. These are all cliffs with, I would say this is probably the part of Laurel Run with the highest potential for caves. It's just stunning, isn't it?
It is. Beautiful.
We're gonna crowdsource this one. It's too much work for just the two of us. There's too many areas.
I mean, we'll come back and do what we can, but I mean, that's a big undertaking I mean, there's so many possibilities.
If you're visiting the area, you want a grueling hike, take a look at my map at the beginning of this video and come take a look around. Please don't get hurt. Please don't do it if you don't normally hike. We got to search this area, and we can't do this one alone. It's too big. So
We'll do what we can.
we'll do what we can over time. We're going to put this one up this week and just ask for help.
Maybe we could do sections and everybody pick a section, because what's the point of everybody looking in the same place?
That's true. Could organize it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put something together like a Google Drive organized shared spreadsheet or something.
That would work.
We're gonna do this together, everyone. Yeah, we'll figure out how to get volunteers and maybe do this as a team.
Yeah.
We gotta head home. No, actually, we gotta go check out where the dogs were that I found the other day.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can save those dogs if they're still there. Call Humane Society. She wants to take a puppy if there are puppies, and I don't want a dog. Anyway, let's go. Be careful. Yeah, this side. Should be faster.
That's why I want to go that way.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, careful.
Ow, I hurt my toe.
Hurt your toe? Your soaking wet toe?
I'm surprised I haven't been feeling.
Here. Honestly, nobody tells me these things. I'm like, I've never been here, this part of the park.
I told you to go this way.
Oh yeah, okay.
What? I did.
Up on this side of the...
You said, I think we should go on the other side of the pond, or whatever it is, creek.
No, you wanted to... I'm not even going to bicker. I'm showing everyone our bickering.
We do bicker. We are normal.
We're normal?
Well,
We're normal bickerers?
I guess. Although we make up pretty easy, we can't stand not being able to talk to each other every time we get in a fight.
For more than 5 minutes.
The question is, who's going to say I'm sorry first?
That's cool. If you go up this trail after the switchback, this trail to the right goes down there.
Yep.
That's gonna make next time a whole lot easier.
I won't mind coming back if I know it won't be as hard as it was
Yeah.
today. This looks like an actual trail.
Yeah, it is. It's a small trail, but it's an actual trail. It's way easier, but we have to remember where this trail is. So it's right after crossing, straight, and there's like stones. I'll tell you what, I bet every local who knows Laurel Run is laughing at me right now. Not you, because you're not expected to know, you don't come here, but I came to Laurel Run so many times.
Laughing at you.
That's okay. Can't know everything about everything.
That's true.
We have to choose a crossing this time. Let's do this one. This looks fun. I had
Oh yeah, avocado toast.
avocado toast, which you don't want to tell too many people around here that you have avocado toast.
But you put everything bagel spice on it?
Yes.
That tastes really good.
It is really good. I agree.
You don't know it till you try it.
I never got to avocados until I was like past 40, so. Then I realized they actually taste good.
So we're old enough to be allowed to do it.
You do whatever we want after 40.
Right? You know what? That's right. Well, maybe not whatever you want. Still some things you shouldn't do.
True. I mean, some things everybody shouldn't do.
That's for sure.
Hey,
What?
we're vlogging.
We're vlogging. Is that what it's called?
Is that what they call vlogging?
Yeah, those youngins. They'd be really proud of us knowing that we were vlogging.
I don't even know if they use the word anymore, actually. Maybe.
I don't know. I think they might. If any of you can tell us the newfangled word for vlogging, let us know.
Newfangled. You really do want to sound old, don't you? There's newfangled words kids use these days. Why, in my day, we had one word for everything.
I don't want to know what the word is. I had one word for this hike,
What's
and I
that?
can't say it.
What's your one word for this hike?
I can't say it. It's, you know, regulations on YouTube.
Was it worse or easier than Kiner Creek Falls?
What was that one?
The one where we had to bushwhack too, but it was to the falls that you didn't want to climb behind, remember?
Oh, that one was way easier.
Way easier.
Yeah. Well, the way we went, I think this one would have been easier if we had gone on that path on the other side.
I'm never gonna live that one down.
No, he's not. Nope. Hey, I bushwhacked for you.
In the maps of Laurel Run, they don't put the actual path. They just put the streams and where things are.
Yeah.
That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
So these dogs we're going to see,
If they're still there.
some viewers proposed or suggested they could be like even a den for, I don't know, fox den or something like
What, with
that.
dogs in?
Yeah, or coyotes, I don't know. Like it might not be
They were real
regular dogs,
wasn't
but
it?
there was one dog, looked like a mix between a lab retriever and a pit bull. Super friendly.
I mean, like I said, it's possible that the dog was trying to get you to help the puppies or something.
It was howling. I actually caught that
Yeah.
on camera. It was howling, I didn't know why, and it could have been asking me for help. Now I feel even worse. Now I feel like a horrible human being who failed to help animals in their time of need.
Well, we'll go look and you can redeem yourself.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
It's weird because there aren't a whole lot of stray dogs around here. Like, I don't see a lot, do you?
That's where I actually put a community post out asking people if they have seen many stray dogs, because I don't remember seeing many, but I was asking maybe in the Rogersville area or the Greenville area where that plant is.
Yeah.
Some people say yes, some people say no, so I don't know.
Yeah, at least where we live, I've maybe seen one or two the whole time I've lived there. So.
Yeah, well, then again, I guess most people said yes. There are stray dogs in that area, so
Okay.
maybe that dog was very
Worth a look.
The big dog was adorable.
Usually they're not that friendly.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was skittish. Like when I shut the door on the Jeep,
Well,
he just jumped, and if I made a sudden movement, he would jump, but he didn't like attack me.
Did
Although
you know
you
it was
can.
a he?
I didn't check that. No. I assume I tend to assume dogs are he's all the time. Yeah.
If it has puppies, it's probably a she.
That is a good point. I don't know if it has puppies.
I mean, that's
I didn't.
what I think happens, but
You know me. I'm so like
you
one.
never know.
I am single focus, right?
Oh, I know.
Right. So if I'm there to search a swamp, and I see a random dog, I don't even give it much thought. I'm like, hey dog, nice dog. Hey, you gonna come for a hike with me, dog? And then I just go look, not thinking about the dog and why it's there and why it's howling. And oh, by the way, there's like other dogs trapped under the bridge.
Never known anyone to focus on one thing like
One
you
track,
do.
I was just
Like,
focused on.
For instance, when I put our Christmas tree up, you came home and you didn't even notice, sat down at your desk and started working.
That
I'm
is
like,
true.
Ryan.
That is true.
Hey, Ryan, did you see the tree?
Or I'll walk
What?
in the door and she's like,
What? Oh, yeah.
I'll walk in the door and she's like, you didn't see the wreath on the front door? Like, oh yeah, no, it was nice.
Of course I
Oh
did.
yeah,
he
it's
always
beautiful.
says that and tries to make up for it when I've been married to you long enough to know that you don't give a crap
I'd give
about that sort of thing.
Oh well, yeah.
No, you don't.
No. By the way, the river in Kingsport, way high. Oh, I told you that. Way higher right now because of the rain.
Yeah.
There's no way to get to those islands easily until the water goes down. I was gonna use my waders and like go on the shallow part.
Is that possible?
Yeah, remember the sand that went out from the.
That's even high now.
Huh?
That's high now.
It's all underwater now. It's crazy. Everything we saw.
Huh.
Okay. Let's get to the car.
Yes, please.
Jeep.
Yep. Get our
Take off our
wet,
shoes.
cold feet, maybe a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
And dry.
Okay, this is where I was yesterday. This is where barking started. I was walking like right down here, and then they just went crazy.
What?
Nothing.
That's where you thought it was?
That's where they were barking from. They were right in there. Yeah, they were just hanging out in there. There's something right there, plastic. That's a fishing reel. Yep, they're not here. Sorry, you can't get a free puppy. So the dogs were just temporarily hiding in there. They were not stuck or anything, assuming they were not wild dogs or anything. The big dog's not here anymore either, so. See, trash piles like that just collect all the stuff that comes down the river. With a kayak, that'll be easier to search through. So that's it for today. You okay? Oh, sad you can't have puppies. Oh, really? Whether or not I want a dog?
Yep. I'm going to foster the puppy with the opportunity to adopt it.
Oh, you're gonna foster a
I
dog?
want to.
I see.
With
So-
the opportunity to adopt it if I want to.
Is that like a way to trick me into getting a dog?
I don't know.
Okay, so we're gonna head home and do a final talk about today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you could probably tell by the end of this hike, Jen and I were pretty frustrated. We're happy to have found a cave that could be described in the way Fred described as a secret compartment. behind the waterfall. We did find a man-made object in there, some kind of metal object that we couldn't reach. You need some kind of grabber that can go about 5 or 6 feet in. That appears to have the number 23 or 7A etched on it. We couldn't quite make it out. We don't believe that to be the cave that Fred claimed Cotton fell from trying to reach, because it's too close to a waterfall that people frequent often. So we thought most likely the actual cave is somewhere between Logger Falls and the trash pile at the other end of the creek. When we got home from this hike, I started creating a shared spreadsheet to accept volunteers to search sections of each side of the trail, of each side of the creek, over the next month or so. That same day, we received surprising information from one of the most valuable sources I could hope to talk to about Mr. Roy Cotton Simpson. This was the first time I'd been able to directly talk to a Simpson family member who knew Roy personally. Anytime before this, I had to work through a third party, but finally I was able to ask questions about this situation. For obvious reasons, the family wants nothing to do with YouTube or YouTubers. Roy's name has been inserted into countless conspiracy theories around Summerall's case, most of those driven by claims that Fred has made. I would actually say probably all of those, since the first time Roy's name came out, it was out of Fred's mouth. I want to talk about some of the claims Fred has made that I now know to be complete fabrications. Fred told me that a person with the last name of Simpson could take me to the exact cave in Laurel Run where Roy fell. This claim was false. This Simpson didn't actually attend Roy's funeral as a direct family member, and the person I spoke with didn't know who he was. Fred told me Roy fell from a cliff leading to a cave and died. This is false. Roy fell from a cliff located nowhere in Laurel Run Park at all, and the cliff where he fell didn't have a cave. The actual cliff where Roy fell will remain non-public because the family doesn't want countless YouTubers out there making videos about a location something terrible happened that shouldn't be entertainment. We certainly have no intention of ever filming the location because it has nothing to do with Summerall's disappearance. This is what we do know about Mr. Roy Cotton Simpson. He was a kind and loving father and grandfather. His family cared for him deeply and struggled in recent years to deal with his declining physical instability as well as mental confusion and dementia. He did, in fact, visit the cemetery, but as Jen said, she felt in this video, he visited the cemetery to visit with his recently deceased mother, who he loved very much. On the day he passed, he made the unfortunate decision to go hiking, which he always loved to do. But in his physical and mental condition, he ended up falling during the hike, and the fall proved fatal. Again, we want to express our deepest condolences to the family for their loss last year and on Valentine's Day nonetheless. So where does that leave us? Do we continue searching for the cave that Fred claimed Roy fell from in Laurel Run? A cave that may or may not exist in a location that we now know was not where Roy Simpson had his accident. And why exactly was it so important to Fred Hill that I find a cave in Laurel Run? Is it because he knows there's probably a cave in that location and that it will be empty? One clue comes from a text Fred sent me the day that he tried to get me to meet with this Simpson person to take me to the Laurel Run cave. He wrote the words, "Clear our name." Why would he think that finding an empty cave would clear his name? Is he hoping that I'll show everyone that the alleged cave is empty and that when and if it ever comes out, that law enforcement actually found evidence somewhere that the public will think he's being framed? If so, then Fred is far more clever than I think any of us have ever given him credit for. Fred, from the confines of prison, has been crafting a story on YouTube for public consumption without ever having to create a single video himself. For our part, I have already spent an entire year in Laurel Run chasing Fred Hill's ghosts. We'll no longer let Fred's input or his stories direct where we decide to hike or look around, because everything that comes out of his mouth, I believe, at this point, is misdirection and manipulation for public consumption. I still don't know Fred's connection to the Summerall's case, if any. Do I believe that law enforcement would have evidence or would know? Probably by this point. All we can go on, is the fact that too many of his claims have proven either false or mostly false. However, I do want to thank you all for following along on this Laurel Run journey, but obviously we don't need to waste time or resources there anymore. There are creeks, rivers, mountains, and other locations that are far more important to search now, and that's where we're going to be turning our attention going forward. Thank you so much for watching, and Jen and I both look forward to seeing you next time.
Rage, waves break all the sanctuary made. Hands they hold what matters most, the faith in which I'm saved. Ooh.